Hey, are you a business owner, entrepreneur, or professional? If so, we want you to apply to be a featured guest on our show. My name is Adam Torres, and I host the Mission Matters series of podcasts. I've recorded over 3,000 episodes, and we are just getting started. How do you know if you'd be a good guest to be on the show? Well, only one way to find out, and that's to apply, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We want guests that have a story to tell, guests with a brand, a product, or a service that can benefit my audience of listeners. If this sounds like you, go to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. I'd love to talk to you and get to know more about your story. Again, head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, now let's get into the show. Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Money Podcast, your source for all things money. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Simon Arianni on the line, and he's founder and CEO over at SSA Innovative Real Estate. Simon, welcome to the show.
Good morning, Adam. Thank you very much. Thank you for the invite. I always appreciate the service and everything else that you've done so far.
All right, Simon. So we got a hot topic today. I'm excited to talk about the current state of the market with you and what you're seeing, and maybe just to get us kicked off. So because at the end of this, I'll give you the opportunity to leave, contact information if any of the listeners want to follow up.
Sure.
But that being said, maybe tell us a little bit more about the areas or the geography that you work in and in your specialty.
Sure, absolutely. Having been in real estate for quite some time, generally started with commercial and those kind of things, and then gradually moved into residential. Sort of, you can say, commercial wasn't really my cup of tea. I'm sort of the guy who has a hard time sitting still for more than 2 minutes, so I knew residential was sort of my thing. I am in San Diego County with the help of my team. We service the lower part of Orange County and all of Riverside County. So we're pretty much everywhere, in the bottom part of Southern California.
Awesome. So, and I needed that so that we have some context for what you're seeing in the market and in your area. So I guess, so what's going on over in the OC? I mean, tell us what you're seeing in the market.
Well, as we know, something that was very unprecedented, just when the pandemic came in, and, a lot of the reasons that, we have an issue, one of the biggest issues that we have is actually it's the inventory in the market. And now that was pretty much caused by the pandemic, where a lot of people, of course, as we all know, decided, they're, staying at home. It was something that they had to do. And a lot of people didn't want people coming in, going through their house, possibly, getting the virus into their living environment. And then the second reason, obviously this, plus the second biggest reason would be the interest rates, where the Federal Reserve and everybody else that they had decided to lower the rates to beyond imagination where the rates had gone. So these things combined together, it has really, really created a kind of a environment where there's really, really no inventory. It might be kind of hard to put this together in context, but for me to kind of put this out there, before the pandemic, we would have a weekly new listings in the San Diego County area. I would say somewhere around like 1,200, 1,100. Right now, we're averaging somewhere between 650 and 750. So that kind of gives you kind of a broad idea of how much less. Exactly. And to add, put more fuel to the fire, the rates. I've had so many clients that were actually getting approved for 2.35%, 2.50. These are incredible low rates. In my experience of all these years, to me, it seems like free money. So again, to add fuel to fire, there was more buyers coming than usual. So it was just the combination of the two. And it's definitely a seller's market. Right now, every listing that we have minimum of 7 to 12 offers. When we actually putting offers for clients that are making a purchase, is sometimes very difficult to get into, unless you really have some outstanding offer that they cannot refuse. So that's pretty much how it is right now.
Mm.
Hopefully looking to improve a little bit. The rates have spiked up a small amount. There's a small percentage that I keep track of the new listings that has kind of increased a little bit. But from what I see, being part of a mastermind group that I sit in with once a month, consists of all kinds of brokers and lenders, financial advisors, you name it. And it seems like this will be the trend pretty much through at least from beginning of fall for now. So unless something else changes that we have no control over, that's a whole different story. But that's pretty much how it is right now.
So tell us a little bit more about, how you're working for clients and what differentiates you and your services. So I know you also have a renovation company. I mean, you're just doing some innovative things. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. So, we've been doing, to be honest with you, having done real estate for some time, I always look for something that will even intrigue me more or get me more involved and be more excited about it when I get up in the mornings. So several years back, I thought of, renovations is probably one of the things. A lot of people watch, they're glued to their TV, HGTV and all these other programs. And I know that really triggered what people can do to their home. I mean, especially cosmetics. So that was kind of easy in some sense because I had a little bit of history in the past with my father. We had done some commercial mixed, residential real estate. And that kind of sparked the idea. And so I came up with the renovation company that actually provides that for them as well. Something that I actually enjoy a lot doing myself.
So are you working with investors? Or are you working with, you'll do a lot of that also? Or tell us a little bit of a feel for the type of people that should follow up and that are usually a good fit to work with you and your team.
Sure. I work with investors just the same amount as just regular property owners. This part kind of came around. It even hit me a little bit more to push this idea to a lot of the appointments that I would sort of go to after the pandemic had started. Obviously, we're staying at home a lot more than before. So because of that, I thought, let me kind of put myself out there, let people know that, if we're all staying home longer, how can we change that environment? How can we move things around? What can we do that you would enjoy your stay even more? So for me, in the beginning, maybe it was a little bit more with investors, and then I kind of got balanced because of all these things, these changes that came around. It got balanced out with regular clients that were just wanting to change things around the property, either outside or inside. We do as much as anything you can think of, even if it needs permitting. There's architects and engineers that I work with regularly. We sit down, we collaborate. So there's a lot that goes into it. But primarily that's where it started. Trying to change the environment for where everybody is. But all kind of clients, anywhere that they need any kind of renovation help, we're there. We're there to help.
Awesome. Well, Simon, it's been a pleasure having you on the show today, and great learning more about what you're doing over at SSA Innovative Real Estate. So if somebody's listening to this and have interest or they want to learn more about working with you and your team, what's the best way for people to follow up?
They can always reach out to I make myself really available for everybody as much as I can. They can always call me directly on my cell number, or they can visit the website at ssarealestate.com. And of course, all the usual social media, such as the Instagram and the Facebook, are available by just pretty much inputting that name, SSA Real Estate, and those things will come up. And we'll definitely be able to help anyone that's looking for any of the services.
Fantastic. Well, Simon, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background and giving us a real estate update of what's going on in lower Southern California and the OC. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to be a return listener, visitor, guest, viewer. If you're watching us on YouTube, leave comments. Always love to connect with the audience there. And Simon, thanks again for coming on the show. It's been great.
Thank you very much, Adam, and I appreciate it. You have a great day.